What's up, guys? It's AttackonSamurott, and here is another Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle for you guys. So we got this battle against HotDog. He's got a really interesting looking team. He's got a Garchomp, a Alolan Raichu, Slowbro, Incineroar, Amoonguss, and Staraptor, while I'm still using my banded Zygarde team with, of course, Alolan Persian, Conkeldurr, Suicune, Mega Venusaur, Chandelure, and of course the Zygarde. So he's got a weird team. I actually had to speed up this battle because it was really drawn out. I feel like it was just so much going on, like so much switching and stuff. Like I just had to speed it up. So yeah. Before we get started though, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe for some more Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battles, as well as the rest of my content. I do Asphalt 8 videos, I do drawing videos, I do showdown stuff, I do team builders. Just check all that stuff out, guys. Really won't regret it. So yeah, the way his team looked though, it was actually kind of it was kind of like a balance kind of team, more like, but he did have some mons. but the mons in his team were again weird, like seeing Alolan Raichu. I haven't really seen that mon since the beginning of since the beginning of Sun and Moon, so I didn't really know what it could do. And same for Incineroar, I haven't seen that mon since the beginning as well. But yeah, so let's get into this battle. Alright, so my opponent, HotDog, I actually forgot his name on Discord, but I'm going to start off with my Alolan Persian as he starts off with the Garchomp. So this Garchomp, letting you know right now, it's very weird. It's going to be a Mega Garchomp. So Fabuchomp is going to Mega Evolve, and I go for the Parting Shot because I do want to be Mega Garchomp. So I'm going to Parting Shot out, lower its special attack and attack, and I'm going to go into Magnus and see what this mon wants to do. Goes for the Earth Power, and Earth Power does a little bit of damage. And also I did realize that, okay, he's running a special Mega Garchomp, which I was just like, huh? Is that a thing? So he brings in the Staraptor, which has Intimidate. I go Ice Punch, and that does a solid amount for the Intimidate. I'm seeing Intimidate on Staraptor is also pretty weird because you usually see like Reckless. So in comes the Shroom, in comes the Amoonguss. I'm gonna switch out because I don't want to get spored, and I'm gonna go into Prince. I'm gonna go for the Taunt so I can prevent that mon from trying to spore me, as he actually goes for the Sludge Bomb instead. So Sludge Bomb is gonna hurt a little bit, not gonna do like too much. Well, it actually did like about half, but I'm gonna go for the Parting Shot, and I'm gonna weaken this mon again. This battle is just gonna be a whole bunch of switching. That's why I had to speed this up to the max. Well, not to the max, but you know, to a good amount. He goes for the Foul Play on my switching into Chandelure, and it does a little bit of damage to me. Does about a good 40%. I'm gonna bring in my Zygarde, which was actually pretty risky because he could have spored maybe on the switch and predicting, but instead he switches into Incineroar, as he's gonna switch back out because he doesn't want to catch this 1,000 arrows. So I actually do go for the 1,000 arrows, being choice banded, and as he brings in Slowbro to take it, Slowbro is gonna easily take that because Slowbro is a defensive tank. I go for another one. Looks like it would almost take it out. He actually goes for the Side Shark right here, so he kind of just wanted to sack his Slowbro. But then he's going to realize that was a bad play, and he's going to go into the Amoonguss to take the next 1,000 arrows. He's going to try and, you know, regen up, have that regen core going. But so seeing how much that 1,000 arrows did to Amoonguss, I think he's going to switch right back. Okay, no, he actually goes for the Intimidate. He's going to switch into Staraptor, get the Intimidate off. I'm going to try and lower my attack, so that way 1,000 arrows doesn't do as much damage. So this is still gonna do a good amount to this Staraptor, even if he did go for have Intimidate. But he is gonna switch back out, I think. Actually, no, I switch out. So I switch out first, go into Prince, because Prince has that bulk. He goes for the Roost right here, which is actually a pretty good play, predicting the switch out. So smart play on his part for doing that. Sorry if it's lagging though a little bit. I don't know why it's lagging like that, but seeing this Raptor, he actually has lefties too, which was pretty weird. Again, very weird. But I go for the Foul Play. Foul Play is going to do about 40, actually no, 35-ish%. He goes for the Brave Bird, which is going to bring me down a little bit, but not too much. Going to do about maybe like 25-ish% to me. So he's going to continue to gain lefties health. I'm going to go for the Parting Shot, switch out, and I'm about to bring in something else to take a hit from this. I'm going to Suicune. Let Suicune take the hit, or whatever he was going to do. He actually goes for the Roost again, so he's really trying to save his Staraptor, since that's his only way of, like getting off Intimidates and such. So he's going to switch out, going to go into the Shrooms, as I actually go for the Scald on the incoming switch in, or just in case he wanted to stay in. And Scald is not going to burn the Amoonguss yet, but it will at a later turn. So I go Scald again. I'm going to try and get this burn, and I do get the burn on the second try, so that's good. He goes for the Spore, which doesn't really matter because Suicune is Crocoon, and I really didn't mind getting put to sleep. Yeah, I really didn't mind getting put to sleep, so I'm going to switch out. Going to go into Stems, as he goes for the Giga Drain on the switch in, or in case I wanted to stay in with Suicune, which I was never going to stay in with Suicune on an Amoonguss, because that is really not smart. So he is going to take a little bit more burn damage. But with Mega Venusaur in here, I'm able to pressure him quite a bit. He's going to go into his Diego, aka that's the Raptor, and I go for my Mega Evolution, and I go for the Sludge Bomb because I'm just like, alright, I'm done with this Raptor. This Raptor is really annoying to me, so I just had to bomb it. So I go for the Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb is going to do over half, well actually about half. And seeing that he was running a defensive set, I had a feeling that I could live the Brave Bird, so I decided to stay in, take the Brave Bird, and Brave Bird is going to do a lot, but I am able to live that, and I'm going to revenge kill this Staraptor with the Sludge Bomb. Actually, not revenge kill it, but just finish off the Sludge Bomb. So that's a really annoying mon out the way. In comes Chomp, the Mega Garchomp, the shiny Mega Garchomp, which I don't understand why it's pink. That's just so weird, but okay. Gonna pressure this mon. He goes for the Earth Power on the switch in, or in case I want to see him with Venusaur, which I never was because I was so low. So yeah. He's gonna switch out. I'm gonna go into It's Lit as I go for the sleep talk on the switch in, or in case you want to stay in with Garchomp. So I go for luckily I get the Scald right there, and Scald is actually gonna do quite a bit. I didn't see an item. Also, I didn't really think that Suicune would take a hit from this mon, so I decided to go into Magnus, which I felt Magnus was probably the best mon for me to go into, as he's going to show off the Z move. So I was just like, huh, Z move Incineroar. I was kind of confused, but I feel like I made the right play though, going into Magnus. So he goes for the Z move, going for the malicious Moonsault, going to slam me. I go for the Mach Punch, and it almost drops, but he goes for the Flare Blitz, and he's going to kill himself and my Magnus. So kind of sucks I did lose Magnus, but I mean I kind of had to do it because I didn't really have any other switch in. Then wanted to take a Flare Blitz. I mean I could have won the Zygarde, but I didn't want to get burned. I could have won the Suicune too, but I decided to make the best play and just sack it. So just sack Magnus. So I'm gonna bring in Persian again, going for the Parting Shot. Going to pivot around again, and I'm going to go into Suicune, as he is going to go for the Dragon Pulse. So Dragon Pulse is not going to do that much, especially after the special attack drop. So he is going to be forced to switch out, and I think he goes back into the Amoonguss. No, actually he brings in the Pancake. He's going to bring in the Alolan Raichu as I go for the Sleep Talk, but I do wake up, so I actually didn't count that sleep turn. I should have though. I should have been counting sleep turns. But that's okay. I'm going to switch out, going to go into Zygarde on the off chance he goes for the electric type move, which I'm pretty sure he was. Yeah, he did go for it, even though it just kind of skipped. But he goes for the Psyshock, and Psyshock is going to do a little bit to me. I go for the Toxic just in case he wanted to go into Slowbro, because I was really predicting that, because Slowbro is honestly the best play. I don't know why he stayed in with this. I could have just 1000 arrowed this mon, but So he's going to predict my switch and going to go for the Focus Blast as I bring in Persian, but unfortunately he is going to miss that, which does suck for my opponent. So he's getting worn down by Toxic though. Persian is going to outspeed it though. Can outspeed this little Raichu, go for the foul play, and there goes the Raichu. So Raichu is going to drop. Yeah, Raichu's going to drop right here. And in comes bruh. So he's going to bring in the Mega Slowbro. As I go for the Toxic. And gonna wear down that bro. He goes for the Slack Off, which I mean didn't really matter too much, because now that this mon is toxic, it really can't do much besides just try and burn me. So I was pretty much expecting that. So I actually go for the foul play. Just want to get a little bit of chip damage on the Slowbro, and actually does a decent amount to that Slowbro. He's Rocky Helmet though, so that's gonna hurt me a little bit. He goes for the Scald. Doesn't take me out, but does burn me. But because of the burn nerf, I'm able to live the burn, so that is really nice. But I'm gonna have to attack Persian in a little bit. So he's gonna switch out. He's gonna go back into Shrooms as I go for the Parting Shot on the switch in. So he's gonna keep trying to get that regen core going, but it's really not gonna help that much since he is toxic. So I'm gonna bring in Stems, as he's going to take a little bit of that burn damage, and I'm going to go for the Synthesis because Stems could pretty easily just can pretty easily restore its health on this Amoonguss, because Amoonguss isn't really that strong, and plus I did go for the Parting Shot, so it is going to be weakened. So yeah, he's going to switch out though. Going to bring the Garchomp back in, and pretty much right now it's just going to be a standoff between Mega Venusaur and the Garchomp. Because I felt like, this mon, Venusaur could take a hit from this mon. So I go for the Synthesis as he goes for the Earth Power, which is going to do a little bit to me. I'm actually going to do quite a bit to me. I'm going to heal up, going to come back to where I was at before. Goes Earth Power again. I think he got a crit right here. No, not got a crit, but he did get a special defense drop. So I go for the Hidden Power Ice, thinking that, maybe this will take out, but nah, it's not going to take out the Mega Garchomp. So he goes for Earth Power and is going to revenge kill me with the Stems. Me going to revenge kill me with that. So, there goes Venusaur. In comes SoulSnatch, which is Choice Scarf, which can outspeed everything on his team. I go for the Shadow Ball, and I'm going to finish off this Mega Garchomp. So Garchomp is going to drop. Now all he has left is his regen core, being the Amoonguss and the Mega Slowbro. I'm going to switch out. I'm going to go into Prince, and I'm just going to kind of sack this mon and also see what he was going to do. He goes for the Spore again, which I guess is an okay play. But yeah, I'm just going to sack Prince so that I can get a free switch into Chandelure. I go for the Taunt though, just to make sure he doesn't go for Spore again, as I do sack my Prince. So Prince is going to get sacked. So I mean, I was fine with that. That's what the play was after all. So yeah. So I do bring in Zygarde actually. Okay, never mind. I brought Zygarde in. So Zygarde could pretty much finish this game off. I felt. So I go for the 1,000 Arrows. He can't Spore me or anything, so he's forced to go for Foul Play or go for Giga Drain. One of the two. He actually goes Giga Drain. Giga Drain is actually going to do quite a bit to me. But still, he's not going to survive another 1,000 Arrows at that range. So he's going to be forced to. I think he goes back into Slowbro. Okay, no, he just sacks it. Never mind. So he just sacks the Amoonguss right here. And pretty much Zygarde is going to be able to take this game in the bag, because bro's toxic. Again, there's nothing this mod can do unless it had Heal Bell somewhere. But yeah, 1,000 Arrows is going to do the damage. He is going to Skull me, and he is going to finish off my Zygarde, which I was fine with because Chandelure is going to be able to finish off the game with a Shadow Ball, and that is going to be the GG, my friends. So yeah, that's going to be the game. I hope you guys did enjoy this. Yeah, so I will see you guys in the next Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. Take care, and I hope you all have a good one. By the way, this is the last time with this team, so we're going to be using a new team next time. But yeah, take care.